everyone, welcome to another section on flyer creation. In this section, I'm going to teach you how to design a template and make portrait flyer. Now I'm going to show you a sample of how to make a portrait flyer. The first thing I'll do is to go to create section. Under the background, I'll go to holiday section to pick a portrait template. Then I'll click on next. So this is the portrait template I'm going to design before I proceed making my flyer. These are the features and the tools you use in making the flyer. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to change the background of this template. So I'll go to decorators, then go to borders. Then on the third line, I'll pick the fourth blank shape. Then expand it to cover the template background. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go to border. I'll pick any border color to design the template background. So I'll pick a border color. From your own end, you can pick any border color. So I'll pick the purple border color, then I'll go back. The next thing I'll do is I want to beautify the background of the border color I selected. So I'll go to gradient. Gradient is combination of different colors, is like a rainbow. So I'm going to pick any of these gradient color. I'll pick a gradient color. So this is the gradient color I picked. So the next thing I'll do is to go back. I'm still under decorator. So now I'm going to pick this circle blank shape to design my background. So I'm going to pick this circle shape. Then I'll go to color and pick white. But from your end, you can pick any color depending on the flyer you're working on. So I'll pick the white color. I'll go back again, then go to border and pick another white color. But from your end, you can pick the same exact color or you can change the color. So I'll pick the white color, then adjust the size of the border. So the next thing I'll do is to expand it and move it to the top. So now I'm going to go back to the features where I am going to add photo. So this is the feature. I'm going to go to add photo section. Then go to gallery because I want to add photo. So I'm going to scroll down to where I'll select the photo I'm going to insert. So this is the photo. I'm working on a logistic company flyer. So the next thing I'll do is click on the mark. So I can either place this photo in that circle shape this way, but I want to cut it out in that same circle shape. So I'll cut out the photo using this circle shape. I'll only cut the top off, then adjust it like this. So I'm going to only cut the top, then I'll move it inside the circle and expand it. So this is how I'm going to place it. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go back and add another photo. So I'm going to keep adding photos. So I'm going to cut out this photo into another shape, into the circle shape, but this time make sure that the circle is fitted depending on what you're working on. So I do not want the top and beneath to show, so I'm going to place the circle properly in the image. So I'll move it to the top. So I'm going to expand this white background to cover the back of the photo I just inserted. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to change the border color to white or any color. So I'll change the border color to white, or you can pick any color to change the border color. You can pick any unique color. So now I'm going to add another photo. I'm going to go back to the features and add another photo. I'll also cut this one. So I'll place it this place. Place it here. Or place it anywhere. Then I'll change the border color. So these are the things that we do. So this is how I inserted the photo. So I'm going to insert another photo, which is the last one. So I'll go to add photo again. So the photo I'm going to insert is the one I've already removed the background. So you can see remove BG. So I'll go to remove BG and then insert a photo that I've already removed the background. Then I will flip it. The reason I flip it is because I'm going to add some stuff at the side. So the box might cover the area where I want to insert something. So I can either leave it like this or flip it to the other side. So let's say I leave it this way, then I'll zoom it. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go back to decorators and pick that fourth shape and then change the color. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out the shape because it's broad. So I'm going to make it to trim it. I'm going to trim it. So can you see? So this is how it's going to be. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to move the image to be on the same lane. So I'm going to write some things inside this box I just created now. I'll go to add text, go to the pen at the top, then write our services. I'll change the text font. I'll change the text font, then change the text background. Change the text background. So the next thing I'm going to do is to change the text color. Then move it this place. So our services, these are the things that we do. So I'll go back to where I'm going to add text to start inserting more things that we do. So I'll go to add text, go to the pen at the top. Then I'll go to this emoji sign on the keyboard. And then pick the pin sign. So I'll pick the pin sign. Then write my text. So what we do shipping. Use the tab. Warehousing. Delivery. Distribution. Exportation. So these are the list of things that we do. So I'll go back to place what I wrote inside the box. So now I'm going to position it well. So you go to format and then place it on the left and move it. So can you see now? It's all on the left. So the next thing I'm going to do is go to resize to put line spacing. So I added line spacing. Then I'll adjust it inside the box. So the next thing I'll do is to go to AA style and change the text fonts. Change the text fonts. Shipping, warehousing, delivery, distribution, and exportation. So these are the things that we do. So another thing I'm going to do now is to go to decorators, go to the borders, then still pick that shape, that fourth blank shape, then I'll move it below. The reason I'm covering the image is because I don't want it to be obvious that it's trained or the down is just half. So I'm going to change the color and the border color. So I can use either white or another color. So this is the border color. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to add lines, line designs. So these are different kind of line designs that you can use. So I'm going to add line designs. So this is a line design. From your end, you can pick any line design. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to write my details, like my social media platform names, my phone number, my email address, and other things you want to insert. You can write it inside the flyer. So I'll go to add photo, go to gallery, then go to remove background, pick the Instagram logo, and then insert it inside. So from your end, I know you work out something nice. So this is the Instagram logo that I already picked from Google, cleaned up the background before I insert it inside. So I'll go to add photo, then write Easy Move Logistics. So that is the name of our company, Easy Move Logistics, at Instagram. So I'll change the text font. So this is a name I just came up with. It's not like I saw it on Instagram or something. So this is just a name that I came up with, and also the company name. So Easy Move Logistics. Then you can change the color of the text. Change the color of the text either to white or any other color. So let me leave it at white. So another thing you can do is to add your address. So let's say 11 Kingdom Way, comma, Thomas City, Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt. So let's say this is how you want to write your address. So the next thing I'm going to do is to go to AA style and then change the AA style. Then resize. You resize your text font. You resize it. So Kingdom Way, Thomas City, Port Harcourt. So you can place it anywhere. Let's say you place it here. So Kingdom Way, Kingdom City, Port Harcourt. So if you want to make the width on a straight line, you can always use this. So these are the things you use to resize and add line spacing to your text. So Kingdom Way, Port Harcourt. So the next thing you do is to add line spacing, a bit line spacing. So Kingdom Way, Thomas City, Port Harcourt. So I'll change the color of the text. So the next thing you can do is to add your Gmail, your WhatsApp number. So depending on whatever you want to add up, you can add it up. So you can add your phone number. You can say contact. You can add 3, 2 or more phone numbers. Plus 2, 3, 4. So you can add phone numbers. 1, 2 or more phone numbers. So increase the width. Then place it here. Change the text font and the color of the text. So contact this number. So what you can do again is to add your Gmail, your email address. If you have more than one social media platform, you can add Instagram, WhatsApp, and any other things you want to insert. So the last thing I'm going to do is to add one more decorator. Cut it out. I want to cut out so I want to cut out, looking for the star sign. Okay, here you go. So you cut it out, the star sign, and design the flyer with different colors. Design it with different colors. So I'm going to clone it and then move it. So this is just not necessary, but if you want to design your flyer, so you can always change the color of these two. Change the color, or you place this here. So can you see how it's looking now? Yes. So I can still go to decorators. You can add more line or any other thing. So I'll pick a line, then go to gradient to pick any gradient color to change the line. Then move it here. So this is how I want to make my own flyer. But from your end, you can beautify your own flyer. So this is the logistic flyer that I made. This is the logistic flyer that I made. So the next thing I'm going to do is to save it. I'll click on the mark at the top, then use full HD and click on OK. So this is the flyer that I made. So from your end, you can make beautiful flyers. You can even work from home and start earning income easily by making flyers for people both online and offline, then get paid. So I believe everyone is creative. Everyone can make beautiful flyers from their end. So this is an example on how to design a template, change the background, and then make your flyer in a portrait form. So if I preview it, this is the flyer that I just made. Can you see how it's looking? This is an example of the flyer that I just made without my internet connection. So I didn't use my internet connection to make this flyer. It is data free. All you need to do is to just go to Google, download some images. If you are downloading images, make sure you download the one that has a higher quality so that the image will not look blurry or look anyhow. So thank you so much for watching. As you can see, this is how to make and design a portrait flyer. Another thing I'm going to talk about is if you want to save these tags, maybe you want to go back and add some things, you can always, after saving it, you go to save projects. So this is applicable to every task you are working on TextArt app. If you are saving any task that you like to go back and continue, you can always save it on save project. Then you write, you give your project a title name. Let's say I'm working on Easy Move Logistics. Easy Move Logistics. So that is the name of the project. So once you save it, anytime you want to visit that task, you can always revisit the task. The project will be saved immediately you get to TextArt app. The project will be saved under the color background. So that is how to save your project. You can always go back to finish up what you're working on. So as a stay-home parent and entrepreneur, if you want to quickly make a flyer to advertise your business or whatever you're doing, maybe an invitation flyer, you can always use TextArt app to make this flyer. So you can use this skill, practice and perfect what you are doing. Make sure before you apply for any kind of job, you've already perfected using TextArt app to make and design flyers. So I'm going to show you another thing that you can do. Another thing you can do is, if you made a mistake, you can always go back to create. Do you want to continue the last section? If you want to continue the last section, maybe the flyer you made, you want to continue, you can go to OK. But if you want to exit, you say no. So you go to OK. Now you might find something like this. You might be wondering that where is the flyer I'm working on? Exercise patience for 5 seconds. After that, you see the flyer, it will appear. So do not be too afraid, or do not be scared that what you are working on is disappeared or is not there. Just wait for 5 seconds. After that, it will appear and then you proceed editing your task. Thank you so much guys for watching this tutorial. God bless you.